Are you the type of person who overthinks everything? Do you find yourself consumed by incessant mental chatter or worries, looping in cycles of doubt and stress, struggling to make decisions, repeating old stories again and again and again, or just generally feeling stuck in your head and worn out by the constant mental activity? Overthinking is incredibly common and incredibly misunderstood. Most mindset and self-help advice around overthinking massively fails us because it encourages us to change or control our thoughts without addressing the deeper underlying reasons that we're overthinking in the first place. But the truth is that our thoughts aren't isolated. They're actually responses to our emotions and body sensations. So, in this episode of Somatic Healing Meditations, we're going to look at overthinking from a somatic or body-centered perspective so that you can finally break the cycle of overthinking and bring more calm to your mind and body. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Karena with Hello Inner Light, and I'm a trauma-informed emotional healing coach who's here to help you heal the old emotional wounds, subconscious blocks, and self-sabotaging core beliefs that are holding you back from living a life of authenticity and joy. So if that's the kind of content you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. This is the first in a two-part series on how to stop overthinking. So in a few minutes, I'm going to guide you through a somatic practice to stop overthinking everything. But first, let's get a deeper understanding of why we overthink. At its core, overthinking is an attempt to self-regulate, although it's not an effective one. When we're experiencing anxiety, emotional discomfort, uncertainty, or any other difficult feelings, our mind kicks into overdrive, analyzing every detail and imagining countless scenarios in an attempt to protect us. And we do this for several reasons. One reason may be that the mind wants to bring a sense of control and safety to our experience, so it tries to think about every possible outcome and analyze every tiny detail. Part of us believes that if we can just think enough, we'll think our way out of the unease or emotional discomfort we feel within. Unfortunately, this often just results in us feeling more anxious and does nothing to actually shift the uncomfortable feelings that are happening in our bodies. So looping in these thoughts just gets us more stuck, more dysregulated, and more disconnected from the wisdom of our bodies that could actually support us when we're struggling. Another reason we overthink is that it's a way to avoid or dissociate from our feelings. Understandably, no one wants to feel emotional discomfort or uncertainty or anxiety or any other quote-unquote bad feelings. And escaping into our heads and thoughts disconnects us from our bodies and feelings to an extent. But the truth is that feeling our feelings is the only way to help them move through us and release. And this kind of avoidance only gets us stuck in those feelings for longer. So in today's episode, we're going to do a somatic practice that breaks the cycle of overthinking and is simultaneously deeply regulating to your nervous system. Because overthinking is an ineffective attempt at self-regulation, one way to work with it is to learn how to effectively regulate yourself. When our nervous systems are regulated, our minds naturally become calmer and more focused, and today's somatic practice really helps on that level. And another way that today's practice helps you stop overthinking everything is that we're going to consciously direct our minds toward our body sensations. It truly doesn't work to just tell your mind to stop thinking. You have to give your mind another specific task. And in today's somatic practice, your mind will be lovingly and specifically redirected. This is so helpful because our overthinking tendencies are usually very well practiced and have some momentum behind them. So, this can help you break that momentum and redirect your looping thoughts, while also helping you drop out of your head and into your body in a way that creates more peace, more calm, and more regulation within. So, this is a wonderful somatic practice to repeat regularly whenever you find yourself overthinking. And in next week's episode, we're going to dive even deeper and uncover the emotional roots of your overthinking. It will be a more specific look at the feelings below your thoughts and how to process those feelings in an effective and body centered way. So, be sure to tune in next week to get even more clarity and healing around your overthinking. I also want to tell you about my free mini course called the Feel It to Heal It mini course. It can help you connect with your body and emotions in a deep and supportive way. So, if you want to learn more about this body centered approach to deep healing, I invite you to enroll in the Feel It to Heal It mini course. All of the information to enroll is in the show notes. Now, let's dive into this somatic practice to stop overthinking everything. We are going to begin our practice today with one of my very favorite somatic tools for nervous system regulation, and it's called havening. And I'll walk you through it step by step, so if you don't already know what havening is, that's no problem. But havening is one of my favorite tools for regulation because the havening touch has been shown to create delta waves in the deep parts of our brain. And these delta waves actually down-regulate our amygdala, which means that it can bring us out of looping cycles of stress or trauma or any sort of threat response that we may be stuck in our limbic system. So these delta waves help our amygdala shift out of these cycles of stress, and our amygdala affects the whole rest of our body. So when our amygdala is affected by these delta waves, it actually begins to send signals to the rest of our system. So our cortisol levels go down, our levels of oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine go up, and we get a physiological shift out of a stress state, we get an emotional shift out of a stress state, and we can have shifts in our perception and our understanding of ourselves in the world. So, to do self-havening, there are 3 ways that you can do this. One is just rubbing your palms together. So, you rub the palms of your hands together at a pace and with a pressure that feels good and comfortable to you. You can also do self-havening by rubbing down your arms from shoulder to elbow, shoulder to elbow, shoulder to elbow, just going down, kind of like giving yourself a gentle moving hug. And the third way you can do self-havening is by rubbing anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead, doing any sort of touch that feels soothing to your face, cheeks, or forehead. So begin doing self-havening now. And again, that just means either rubbing your palms together, rubbing down your arms from shoulder to elbow, or rubbing anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead. And you're just going to do this in whatever way feels best to you. So you can move between those 3 points. You can modify the self-havening in whatever way feels good to you. So you're listening to your body and you're doing something that feels good. And remember that this is creating those delta waves in your brain that are deeply soothing and regulating to deep parts of you. And as you're doing this havening touch, go ahead and begin with your eyes open and just begin to look around your room, look around your environment, and begin to notice all of the textures around you. Noticing the light and the shadows. And see if you can find 4 shades of green. And see if you can notice 3 shiny objects. And looking around and finding the biggest black object that you can notice. And when you're ready, you're letting your eyes close. And with your eyes closed, continuing to do the havening, go ahead and listen to all of the layers of sound that you can hear right now. So you can hear my voice and the music. You may be able to hear the havening touch. It makes a very soft sound. And there's likely other sounds as well, perhaps traffic in the distance, or a fan, or a furnace. I can hear my cat softly snoring next to me. And just take 2 gentle breaths, listening to the sound closest to you right now. Now, bringing your attention to how the havening touch feels, so you can really feel the texture of your palms, with all of the little lines that run across them. And notice that the texture of your palms is different than the texture of your fingertips. Our fingertips have all of those tiny little bumps and ridges that form our fingerprints. Perhaps you can feel some of those tiny bumps and ridges. You can feel the temperature of your skin. And the gentle pressure of the havening touch. And noticing what else you can feel touching your skin. So you may be able to feel your clothing touching your skin in a number of different places, like maybe the waistband of your clothes, or the texture of your socks, or perhaps you have a blanket in your lap, or glasses resting on your nose. So as you continue to do the self-havening, just take inventory of all of the things that you can feel touching your skin right now. Also noticing that as you do the havening touch, you can feel your body resting in the chair or on the couch or bed or wherever it is that you are right now. You can feel your weight resting down into that chair. And where is your weight resting the most right now? And what does the chair feel like? Is it soft or hard? Is it bumpy or smooth? And is your body making symmetrical or asymmetrical contact with your chair? Just noticing whatever it is you're feeling and continuing to do the havening touch for another minute. So, you've been doing the havening touch, which has an inherently regulating effect on the deep parts of your nervous system. And you've been practicing directing your attention to different parts of your body and to your senses in this present moment. And this is just a great way to break the cycle of overthinking, is to learn how to direct your mind to your body. And this may not stop your overthinking 100% the very first time you do it. Sometimes we need practice redirecting our mind. But I've become so practiced at this that I can snap out of a cycle of overthinking by just doing a minute or even a half a minute of feeling my body sensations. So just notice how you're feeling now. Notice your relationship with your thoughts now. And bring your awareness to your breath. So notice that you can feel the air moving in and out through your nostrils. And notice that you can feel your breath causing your chest and tummy to rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. And when you feel ready, just let go of the havening touch. Let your arms rest, let yourself become still. And we're going to move into a body scan. And again, the body scan is just more practice, tuning into your body in a regulating way and directing your thoughts to the sensations of your body. And this particular body scan is called the rotation of consciousness from the tradition of Yoga Nidra. So I'm going to name a part of your body, and you're just going to gently invite your awareness to go to that part of your body. And I'm going to name them relatively quickly so that your mind doesn't have a lot of time to get distracted. So letting your breath be slow and easy. Gently bring your awareness to your right hand. Your entire right hand. Bring your awareness to your right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the palm of your hand, the back of your hand, your right wrist, your forearm, elbow, upper arm, gently bringing your awareness to your right shoulder, your right armpit, the right side of your ribs, your right side waist, your right hip, the thigh of your right leg, kneecap, back of the knee, lower leg, ankle, heel of your right foot, gently bringing your awareness to the sole of your right foot, the top of your foot, your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Bringing your awareness to your left hand, your entire left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the palm of your left hand, the back of your hand, your left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, gently bringing your awareness to your left shoulder, armpit, the left side of your ribs, left side waist, your left hip, the thigh of your left leg, kneecap, back of the knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, bringing your awareness to the sole of your left foot, the top of your foot, your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, bringing your awareness to your back, to your right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum and tailbone, to your hips on both sides, bringing your awareness to the back of your neck, the base of your skull, the back of your head, top of your head, both sides of your head. Gently bringing your awareness to your forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, the space between your eyes, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, the space between your ears, bringing your awareness to your nose, the tip of your nose, the bridge of your nose, the space inside the bridge of your nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, gently bringing your awareness to your throat, right side of your chest, left side of your chest, the center of your chest, belly button, abdomen, bringing your awareness to your right leg, your entire right leg, left leg, your entire left leg, both legs together, your entire right arm, entire left arm, both arms together, bringing your awareness to your head and your body, your whole body. And continuing to let your breath be slow and easy. Just notice how you feel now. What's shifted within you? Like, what's different than when we started? And what are your thoughts doing now? Have they quieted? Have they shifted? So again, this is a practice that can be done regularly, because the more that you practice regulating your nervous system and directing your thoughts to your body, the easier it becomes to step out of the cycle of overthinking and connect with a deeper aspect of yourself. So take a few more gentle breaths. And thank yourself for doing this exercise today. Thank yourself for showing up, for attempting something new, and for creating some shifts in your nervous system and your thoughts. And when you're ready, you're just going to allow your eyes to flutter open. You may want to stretch or wiggle. Great work. So, how was that for you? How did it shift your thoughts? And how did it shift how you feel in your body right now? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Just a few quick reminders. Next week, we're going to be diving even deeper with overthinking. We're going to be examining and uncovering the emotional roots of your overthinking tendencies. And you're also invited to sign up for my free mini course, the Feel It to Heal It mini course. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to this podcast and also rate and review it on Apple Podcasts or rate it on Spotify. You could also send this episode to a friend you think might enjoy it. And don't forget to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.